How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Nubioo here, and today I want to start off this video real quick by saying thank you guys so much for all the support, the comments, the likes, the subs, everything from the last video. You guys are insane. Like, this game is crazy. I'm like actually addicted to this game. Everything's so satisfying, I ain't gonna lie. But thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. Go ahead and hit the sub button, hit the like button on this video as well. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I did get recommended this bungalow setup a lot. Like, people want to see this, so I am getting this out as soon as possible. Anyway, go ahead and do all that. Hit the sub, like, comment, everything. And let's go ahead and get started with this video. Anyway, first of all, let me start by saying I want to make this a little bit easy for y'all. I want y'all to be able to see what exactly you're going to need. So I'm going to put that up on screen right now. So as you can see, you're going to need 7 large shelves again, totaling $420. You're going to need 3 medium shelves this time, totaling $135. 2 small shelves, totaling $60. 1 packaging station Mark II, which is $750. 2 mixing station Mark IIs, which is $4,000. 12 suspension racks instead of 8. We're doing 12. That'll be $480. Moisture preserving pots, you are going to need 12 of those as well. $600 total. 12 LED grow lights, totaling $960. You got 5 workers here, as you can see. You're going to need 5 beds, that'll be $750. You're gonna need 4 drying racks to make it better quality, but $1,000. You're going to need 4 lamps. I'm putting even the lamps in here just because y'all like the aesthetic. So lamps, $25 a piece. You're gonna need 4. That's $100. We are working with $9,255 total to set this up, minus the supplies, but that's up to you. Let's go ahead and get this started. You're gonna need 2 handlers. These guys are the cheapest. 2 of these, we're going to fully automate this process with them. You're going to need a chemist. That's going to be working 2 stations, 2 mixing stations. You're going to need 2 botanists. And I have none of them set up to anything. You can see they're not assigned to anything, not even beds. I'm going to do all that on video. They have nothing assigned. I'm going to assign all that with y'all watching. Anyway, let's go ahead and get in here and see what's going on. So, the 7 large racks, obviously, putting 3 here. The lamps back here behind because I like how that looks. Instead of it being medium like the apartment, these are large right here to the sides, so you got more space. You can buy 160 of a product that stacks to 20 to fill these up. So empty your inventory, empty it so you got all 8 slots. Go ahead and sit it all on a rack and go to the gas station and order 160 of a product. Alright, so the gas stations are not closed at night. Obviously it's daytime right now, but these stay open all night. The hardware stores do not. Get your stuff, your shelving and everything that you need from the hardware store while it's daytime. And then any time of the day or night, you can come over here to the gas station and order your products. So since we have large shelves, I'm going to go ahead and order 160 mega beans. So to do a specific number, instead of doing this 160 times, go ahead and click this little hashtag here and then type in 160. As this amount will fill up a large shelf completely. So go ahead and run back. Alright, now that we're back, we're going to go ahead and throw these 160 mega beans on this left shelf, because this is what we're going to do first, and then we're going to do the second product here. I'm going to go get the second product real quick, 160 of it to fill up the shelf. Alright, so now that we've done that, we have our ingredients now. Obviously, I'm not keeping this stuff here. That was just so I could fill my inventory. Like I said, put everything in a storage shelf real quick, and then go buy your products so you can do it all in one trip, or well, 2 trips, because 1 fills up your inventory. Back here in this back room, or the kitchen, this is what we got going on. We got 2 more large shelves placed right here, and then 1 more here, and 1 more here. This is a medium shelf. You can get these to fit perfectly. It looks very nice like that. And then you're going to throw a medium shelf and a small shelf here. I don't know if I said this, but the small and medium shelf here as well. They fit very nice. If you do medium, it comes right up past this little mark here. I didn't like how that looked, so going with small because that's about all we'll need. And in this room, this is where the big money maker is. So technically, you will never have to come in this room again, but I still like how the lamps look, so that makes the aestheticness go up for me in my head. So you're going to throw 6 suspension racks with the pots and the lights on each side. So 6 here, 6 here. You want to do that. I know botanists can do 8, but you want to do that so that they can each have 2 drying racks as well. And we don't have to hire an extra botanist just for that and a couple plants. We can do this. So what you want to go ahead and do is pull out your clipboard, click on 3 of these pots, and then it says manage right there on my screen. Click manage and set destination to this rack. We're going to do the seeds in a minute. Go ahead and swap off and then swap back. Click these 3 pots, click manage, destination, this rack. So now we're going to swap to this side. These 3 pots, manage, destination, this rack. Swap off, swap back. These 3 pots, manage, destination, this side. And that's all done. Every plant that gets harvested in here has a drying rack to go to now, and it's an even amount. So 3 going to this one, 3 going to that one, so on. After that, you want to go ahead and pull out your clipboard, click on every single pot in here. Click every single pot. Make sure they're all highlighted white. Should say manage 12 pots. Go ahead and click manage, and then click seed, this button, and then you can use whatever seed you're going to use. You could do this one, this one, this one, this one. Just don't do this one. That's not what we want. So whatever one you're using, we're using this one. Now all of these pots, as you can see, are set to that seed. You don't have to do one at a time like I used to do. So no matter what, you swap off your clipboard, go back, they're all set to that. That's what we want. Now the way these drying racks work, I click manage and you can set it to whatever rarity you want it to get to, or quality. I personally am just going to leave it at purple because I'm not going to need the premium until I start doing other products. So I leave it at purple. They're going to come out of these pots as blue quality. They're going to come onto the drying racks from there, and these are going to dry them until they're purple quality. And then as soon as they're dried to purple quality, they will be taken off and put in a shelf somewhere else. Now that this room is pretty much done, I'm going to go ahead and come out here to one of my botanists. Say we want Sandra Wilson right here. We're going to go ahead and do pots and drying racks. We're going to click this button. You're going to come in here and you're going to hold shift, as you can see down there in the left part of my screen, bottom left. Hold shift to select multiple. So we're going to hold shift and we're going to click, left click actually, on each one of these pots on the left side. Okay, now that's good. Now if we hold shift again, if you didn't let go of shift, that's good. You can select these 2 as well. So now that's 8 assignments that she has. So I'm going to go ahead and look at a rack or a pot and click with left click, and it's going to disable one of these. That's okay. Go ahead and click pots and drying racks again, and then click that one other drying rack that got deselected. And now we have 6 moisture preserving pots and 2 drying racks. That's exactly what we want. So we're going to go ahead and come out here, and we're going to go to Donald Baker, and we're going to click on pots and drying racks again. And we're going to come inside this room and shift click the pots first, because this is what you want him to do first. Click on the pots and then click both drying racks while you're still holding shift, and then look at whatever you want to be deselected. Click. Now it's 7 out of 8 again. We still click this button, and now it's 6 preserving pots, 2 drying racks. Once again, now they are both set up. That's exactly what they're going to be harvesting, working with. So out here, their supply racks are these 2. So I'm going to go to Sandra Wilson, click on supplies right here. It says supplies. Click this none button, and I'm going to set her to this rack. Now large storage rack is right here. That's perfect. Now I'm going to come out here after I swapped off my clipboard. Every time you're trying to do something new with the clipboard, you got to swap off and go back. Otherwise, it might mess something up. So swap off of it, go back, click on supplies on the next botanist, and click on the other shelf. Now they both have their own shelves to work with. What you want to go ahead and do in these shelves is put 50 seeds of whatever kind you're going to do, 50 seeds, and you're going to do 30 soil bags. The extra long life is preferred, but you can do whatever you want. This just depends on how many times you're going to have to refill this. So these have 3 lives. It's going to be a while. She's going to be way out of seeds before I got to get soil again. So that's perfect. So now they're going to take the stuff out of those and fill those up. And you might be wondering why they're not working right now. It's because they are not assigned a bed and I haven't paid them. Do not assign beds until the end unless you want money to be taken out randomly. So don't do that. Just wait till the end. Everything in here, good. Don't need to be in there. Actually, I lied. We need to be in here. Click on 2 drying racks on this side. Click destination. So after these get to purple quality from blue, the destination we want this to go to, I'm going to go ahead and set it to this one back here, but that's up to you. You could do that one if you wanted. I'm going to go ahead and set it to this destination. So that means the super high quality stuff should be taken off of these, and you see the arrows, it'll be put in here. Technically, you could have done all these together, but I just did 2. So if you want to, go ahead and select all of them, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then I click manage for drying racks. It says mixed. All of them are highlighted. That's why it says mixed. I'm going to go ahead and click it anyway, and then drag it over here. There we go. Now all 4 lines. You should see 4 different lines coming to this shelf back here. That's exactly what we want. Now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and select on this mixing station. This is the one where the first product is going to come in. So select this mixing station, point this to this one, and while this is highlighted, select this one. Go ahead and up the threshold of both of these mixing stations to 10, so they don't just start grinding with one going and it's wasting time. Don't do that. So go ahead and throw or connect this mixing station right here to this mixing station. And now what we're going to do is set up our chemist. So we're going to come up here to our chemist, click assign stations, and we are going to assign her to this one. And then this screen will come up again, click assign stations, and we're going to set her to this one. All right, now that's perfect. That's all we needed from her. She's not going to have full 3 jobs, but that's fine. That's all we need. Now what we need is one of our handlers. Come out here to one of your handlers and click assign stations. This one's going to work this machine. You don't need both of them to have assign stations. That's fine. We're going to use this routes button a lot. Okay, so after you get her connected to the machine, or your handler connected to the machine right here, the packager, you're going to go ahead and click on her again if the screen went away, and you're going to click routes. You're going to click add new, and you're going to click from. You're going to set her or him to grab from this shelf, and then you're going to click to. You're going to put that to the mixing station right here. That's perfect. Okay. Now, you're going to set her as well to grab stuff out of this shelf and put it in this one. So what that's going to do, she's going to put the mega beans in this one. That'll start the first recipe. But how are you going to get butter in here, you might be asking? The chemist will automatically take, since the destination from this one is set to that one, she's going to automatically take the product, so the first mix, and she's going to put it in this one. So this is going to be on standby until this one gets done. Now that we have that, come out here. She is hooked up to both of those. As you can see, she's going to bring the stuff from this right shelf to this one. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. How are they going to get the bud from this shelf to that, you might be asking? Go ahead and click on the handler. Click none on from. And you're going to click this shelf back here. And you're going to click to, and then you're going to set it to the chemistry station, or the mixing station. I keep calling it that. The mixing station right here. So now the bud is going to be coming from these shelves in here, all 4 of these drying racks, and it's going to be put on here. And then as soon as it hits this, she is going to grab, or she's going to walk inside from out here. She's going to grab the bud off there, put it in here, grab this off here, put it in here, and then she's going to grab this and put it in here. And as soon as this mix gets done, it's going to automatically get transferred by the chemist, and it's going to be put in this machine, which is exactly what we want. Click on the mixing station right here, click destination, and go ahead and set this to this shelf. So whenever this finished product, after it gets mixed with this and whatever the product of this is, it'll get put in here automatically. That's what we want. Go ahead and click on her again. Click the from none button right there. It should be set to this automatically. The chemist will take it out of here and put it in here. So you're going to want the handler to grab it out of this shelf and bring it to the packing station. And that's exactly what we want. And we're going to do only jars out of here. You can do baggies if you want, but I would recommend just running out of the apartment if you're going to sell stuff on your own. Have this set up completely automatic. This is 100% automatic. You can stock up all 3 of these with jars so that you can just keep it going. They're only going to be grabbing from the one. So you can have these full, grab here, grab all the jars from here, put it on here. So you don't got to go buy stuff as often. Or you could do soil or whatever you want. Just excess supply is going in these shelves here. So you're going to have jars here. I will go get jars and come right back. All right, now that we've done that, we're going to come back outside to the handler that we've been using. I'm trying to get this all done with one if I can, but you might end up needing the second one for just a little bit. So go ahead and click add new on routes or routes, however you want to say that. Click from and then none, and then come out here or come inside here. Click this jar shelf, and then it should be set to large storage rack. Click the none button under 2. And set it to the packaging station. Now this is a completely automated process from here. It's going to get this ingredient put in here, and then the ingredient that's back here, whatever you're growing back there, is going to get put in here, automatically get put in here. So that's going to craft the first step of it. It's going to get grabbed out of this shelf right after that by her. She's going to put this ingredient in here, and then the product of this is going to be put in here as well. And then as soon as this is done crafting, the chemist is going to grab that, put it in this shelf, which has nothing in it. Don't put that stuff in there. Go ahead. She's going to put that in there, and then the handler is going to take the product out of this, which is the finished product. All right, so what are you going to do with the product after that, after you get these jars and everything? So you're going to click on Manage Packing Station, click Destination, and you're going to set it to this shelf back here. So this is going to fit 160. I know the jar is only stacked to 10 over here. That's an empty jar. They can only stack to 10. But whenever they have product, they can go to 20. So this is 160 jars. So 100 times 8 is 800. So you're going to have 800 product in here in a jar. That is a lot. That is going to be plenty of product you can have coming out. But that's up to you. You can put whatever you want here. I'm using this shelf back here for storage. This was for me to make the video. I just had extra stuff sitting back here. And these two are storage as well, which I would say, if I was you, use them for jars so you don't have to go buy jars, because you are going to go through these pretty fast. That's one stack with these two. One stack, one stack, one stack. So that's only 4 stacks of 20 jars right there. So everything is completely automated with just those two, or well, what are we using? 2 botanists, 1 chemist, and 1 handler. What are we going to do with the other handler, you might say? Well, let me show you. Okay, so if you come inside this building where you buy the mixing station Mark II and everything, if you didn't already know this is where you get all this stuff. The suspension racks, the grow lights, the mixing station Mark II. You can also buy beds here for them. You can go ahead and buy everything here that you need if you want to do it like that. But you can only come in here after 6 p.m. Anyway, go ahead and walk upstairs. This is where you buy your employees. You can see their prices and everything they can do. So, handlers. Transport items between stations, storage racks, and loading bays. That's what we want right there to completely automate this process. Okay, now that we're back at the bungalow, go ahead and pull out your clipboard and click on the second handler, as this one's already full of product, or full of routes, and has the station already assigned. So you can't do any more than 5 on a handler. So go ahead and click on the second handler. Okay, she has long hair. I was like, Pamela, it looks like a dude. But she got long hair, okay. Anyway, click on routes, and then click from. And as you can see, the loading bay gets highlighted, which is what we want. So click on the loading bay, loading dock, whatever you want to call it, and then click 2. Walk inside and set that one to this shelf. You're gonna see the process here in just a second. So go ahead and click from again. I clicked from. I'll go ahead and do it on her again. Go ahead and come to her if you didn't get that screen. Click from. Click the loading bay again. Click none. And then click this shelf right here. So the thing is, if you go ahead and click this deliveries app in your phone, you can do whatever gas station you want. If you go ahead and do one of these products, so we need 160 to fill up a shelf, do 160 here, and only order one at a time, otherwise she will mix these shelves up. She will mix them up. Don't question it. Don't think there's a percentage. She will mess them up. Do one product at a time. It's going to take time, but you don't even have to be here. Like, you could be working at the barn or wherever else. All you're going to have to do is order product. That is your only job. So, click the deliveries app. Go ahead and order some mega beans. I'm going to go ahead and do this so that you guys can see it work. I'm going to order this. Set it to, scroll down a little bit so you can see. Set it to Bungalow. Loading dock 1, as that's the only loading dock. There will be multiple at other places, so click loading dock 1, place order. Now in 5 hours and 58 minutes, which I will skip time and go to that, 5 hours 54 minutes, she will automatically grab everything out of the van that comes here and parks, and she will put it on this shelf. And then you do another order, and it will automatically be emptied from there and fill up this shelf. You don't really need to do that until she gets down to the last one here, and then the last one here. But yes, that is the whole entire process. You will not have to do anything in this whole building besides refill this shelf, and this shelf. I'm going ahead and showing you how this is going to work. The delivery is now here. So she should instantly begin to work. There's only mega beans in here, as you can see. Oh wait, no, she went ahead and put it in through the wall. So she doesn't even have to come inside ever. If you waited until this shelf is empty, it will only fill this shelf. But if this shelf wasn't empty yet, you would have needed to only order the amount that it needed. To the extent that we can get it to currently in the game, this is automated. Alright guys, they just released a patch. I want to go ahead and tell you that you can use my apartment setup still. If you place the beds and stuff and you had them all set up beforehand, before the patch, it'll still work. They did just update this, and I didn't want to put this video out without showing you guys. So I didn't show you where to put the beds because you didn't need them before, but I'm not going to release this video and give you guys false information. So yeah, I was about to post the video, and I saw that they released that patch. I didn't want you guys to be left in the dark, not know where to put the beds. Go ahead and throw one here in front of this door because you're not really ever going to use this back door. You got the front door right here. It's not that much of a difference. Put 2 beds here because we had this open space. It did look really nice, but it is what it is. Go ahead and throw the 2 beds in here. Keep these going. Everything is still accessible. You can still get back here if you needed to, and you should be chilling. By the way, if these aren't working, you can go ahead and click dry. It should be set to dry mode automatically, but sometimes they bug out. So go ahead and set these to dry. Whenever they harvest, they will put it in there. She might have to wait until it gets full. Obviously, they're not working right now because it's 4 a.m. for me, but anyway, everything should be down and working. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys for all the support on the last video. It's going absolutely bonkers right now. If you watched it and you're confused what to do with the setup, I can update it if you want. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is just place a bed in the middle of the room, as there's already plenty of space over there and everything will still be accessible. But thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and hit that sub and that like button, as I'm going to be doing a barn setup guide soon. Go ahead and drop a comment as well if you guys want to see me do anything specific, set up with a different product, show you which products are the best. Whatever you want, I got you. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.